Lancaster police have today widened their search for the missing toddler Lawrence Ellis, who disappeared from a local beauty spot 2 days ago. The 14-month-old boy was last seen playing near to the Butterfly House in Williamson Park at around 6 o'clock on Wednesday evening. At a press appeal earlier today, the boy's mother, Rachel Ellis, spoke of their ordeal.
If anyone knows anything, has seen him or knows where he is, then please tell us. All we want is to have Lawrence back home, safe, so that we can get on with our lives.
Hundreds of local volunteers turned out at first light this morning to help officers search the park. With another day now gone and still no sign of the boy, police are becoming increasingly concerned for the toddler's safety.
At this moment in time, we believe Lawrence is still alive and would urge anybody who knows anything that might help us find him to contact us immediately. If somebody has taken Lawrence, for whatever reason, then it's not too late to come forward. I just saw Avril outside.
To speak to?
Briefly. She doesn't like me, does she?
You're a policeman.
It's more than that. She said something odd.
What?
About that time we went to Morecombe.
What about it?
That I tried to seduce you.
Where did she get that idea from?
I thought you might know.
No.
I wondered if it came from you.
Why would I tell her that?
That's what I've been trying to figure out. I may have wanted to, but I certainly didn't do anything about it. She's held it against me, though, for 20 years.
That's ridiculous.
Why would she think it, though? Someone must have put the idea in her head to start with.
After 20 years, Lawrence Ellis, the baby who went missing, has been reunited with his family. Lawrence Ellis, who vanished without trace whilst out with his mother, was never found, despite a huge search. The boy's mother, Rachel Ellis, has been at her son's bedside since he was admitted to Lancaster Infirmary with severe head injuries.
It's impossible to describe in words. It's just unbelievable. We're taking things one day at a time. Obviously, we've got a lot of catching up to do.
When was this?
They rang last night.
You should have spoken to me first.
Why? You don't own me. I can do whatever I like.
Police today staged a reconstruction in Williamson Park, with a young WPC retracing the steps of Rachel Ellis. With still no sign of baby Lawrence, police today staged
Your witness statement to ask for, Gov.
Thanks, Maggie. Hang on a minute. Tell me what you see.
What?
On the video.
A woman walking through the park, carrying a boy. Why?
What else?
Nothing.
What's she wearing?
Jeans, trainers, green shirt.
Anything else?
No.
No.
Is that it?
For the time being. If I turn anything up in this lot, I might need you to knock on a few doors.
There you go. Didn't have had it because I got your card instead.
Any ketchup?
No, bugger. I'll get you some.
Hello?
It's Jack.
What do you want?
Just to let you know, we're going ahead with the DNA test. Colin's already agreed. We'd like to take a swab from you as well.
I don't need a lab technician to tell me who he is.
It could simply confirm what you already know.
I don't need it confirmed. He's back now. Why can't you just leave us alone?
Who was that?
No one. I knew what it was leading to. Dredging it all up again. Bloody Jack.
Hiya.
Ah! God, you gave me a fright.
Sorry, let myself in.
Just getting his room ready.
You've repainted it.
Thought he was probably a bit old for Thomas the Tank Engine.
Looks nice.
What are you doing here?
Just passing?
Passing.
Well, sort of. Listen, Rach.
Don't.
What?
I know what you're going to say.
How?
Because you're crap at lying. Passing my arse. It's a bloody cul-de-sac. You don't pass this house to go anywhere except a manky patch of grass at the end covered in dog shit. Colin's put you up to this, hasn't he?
He's worried about you.
Yeah, well, he needn't be.
And so am I. Why don't you just take this test?
I've already told them why.
If you're so certain it's him, it won't matter, will it?
I thought you were on my side.
I'm not on anyone's side. Think about that poor lad lying in the ward. He deserves to know one way or another, surely. Then it's done. Over with. Besides, it's hardly doing your marriage any good, all this.
It's Colin you want to be giving marriage guidance to, not me.
Yeah, well, it takes two to screw things up. Believe me, I'm an expert.
What time is it?
5-2?
Shit, I said I'd be there half an hour ago.
Unless you're careful, Rach, you'll be left with nothing. It happens, and quicker than you think.
Sorry I'm late. I hear you've had visitors.
Just please.
They didn't waste much time. Here, I got some things to show you. Well, go on, have a look.
What are these for?
Your birthdays. A present for every year. They've just been sat in your room waiting for you. What's wrong?
What from not Lauren?
I wouldn't give these to anyone else.
I wish I could believe you. It'd be so much easier.
Then why don't you?
When you're here, talking, showing me photos and that, I almost do. And then you go again, and I'm back to square one. It all evaporates and I'm left with nothing. Just a hollow shell.
This is Jack, isn't it? What's he been saying?
Nothing. They just took a swab. As if I remember nothing. Why?
He thinks you're dead, just like the rest of them. That's why he's doing this test, to prove me wrong. It won't mean a thing, believe me.
Why'd you say that?
Because I won't let it. I hadn't meant for it to happen. Any of it. Things just got out of control. I knew the outcome before any of them. And the conclusions they draw. It was Colin I felt most sorry for. He'd done nothing wrong.
That was Jack on the phone.
What did he want?
They've had the DNA results back. There's no match.
I know.
What do you mean?
I didn't think there would be.
What?
I'm sorry.
But you've been adamant.
I know.
So does this mean we can go back to normal now?
No.
Why not?
It doesn't change anything. He's still Lawrence.
What?
I didn't want this to happen, Colin. You agreed to the test, not me.
I don't understand. Rachel, talk to me.
I tried to warn you.
Warn me? About what? Tell me.
You're not his father. You never were.
Don't be ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. It's a fact, and not one I'm particularly proud of either.
This is a joke, right?
I'd have never told you if it hadn't been for this. And you'd never have known.
This is bullshit, Rachel. Of course I'm his father. I was there. I cut his bloody cord. When you went all dually. Who is it that made sure he was alright? Fed him in the middle of the night when he wouldn't latch on? Changed his nappies when you were so low you couldn't even open your eyes of a morning? For fuck's sake, Rachel, don't piss about.
I'm not.
Then why are you saying all this?
Blame Jack.
Fuck Jack, I'm asking you.
You said yourself he never looked like you. Did you never wonder why?
Oh, so who's it then? We ain't got milkman, so it can't be him.
You don't know him.
Oh, very convenient.
It happened before we got back together.
Oh, I get it. So he gets you up the duff and chucks you, then you come crawling back to me.
I left him, actually.
Oh, really?
As a matter of fact, he didn't know.
So whose son have I been mourning for the past 20 years? You know me that much at least.
He still loved you.
You're lying.
No.
Then why don't you take the test as well?
I don't have to.
Who's more important to you? Him or me?
I wish you hadn't asked me that.
Where are you going? Rachel!
When I got to the ward, the bed was empty. Chutes thrown back. Lawrence was nowhere to be seen. Where is he? What have you done with him?
Rachel,
They've taken him.
he's having a bath.
Calm down.
What are you doing here?
Colin rang.
Let's talk in the day room.
Why couldn't you have just left us alone?
Jack's told me everything.
Don't listen to him.
All that stuff about Malcolm, it wasn't true, was it?
He's lying.
What were you trying to do? Make me distrust him?
I have to find Lawrence.
Sit down.
Don't touch me.
It's over, H.
We've been re-interviewing witnesses. One of them saw you leaving the flat carrying Lawrence, wrapped in a sheepskin coat.
So what?
They never mentioned the coat before. When you ran into the police station to report him missing, you didn't have it. You were wet through.
It was raining.
What happened to the coat?
I've no idea.
Well, it wasn't in the park.
That doesn't prove anything.
You told them at the reconstruction you weren't wearing one. It was freezing.
Tell the truth.
He's using you out, can't you see?
What happened?
I told you.
Rach,
Somebody took him.
you weren't well. I should have realised before.
I was fine.
That's not true.
Oh, come on. Come on. Please. Shut up. Just for 1 minute.
Rach, it's me. Are you upstairs? Oh, Jesus, come on, get up. How many of these have you had?
Mum,
Stick your fingers down your throat. Come on, or I'll do it for you.
I haven't taken any.
Promise?
Yes, I couldn't even bloody well do that properly. Promise you won't tell anyone. Promise.
I promise. Hey, it's okay.
I just don't want it to be good at this.
20 years after the disappearance of Lawrence Ellis, police have this afternoon arrested the boy's mother, Rachel Ellis, on suspicion of murder. DI Jack Corey dismissed earlier reports of Lawrence's reappearance as totally unfounded.
We know who he is. His name's Liam. Liam Edwards. His parents have been on holiday. They saw a picture at the airport. Tell me what happened.
He'd been crying for hours. It wasn't milk or a nappy. I tried all that. I tried walking around, winding him, but he wouldn't stop.
Where was Colin?
Work. I tried leaving him at first in his room, just shutting the door. But he just got worse, more and more angry, so I went back in and picked him up.
Go on.
I didn't even realise I was doing it. I just wanted him to be quiet, but he wouldn't. He just kept on screaming and screaming. Then all of a sudden he stopped.
He'd stopped breathing. For the benefit of the tape, the accused is nodding her head.
It was an accident.
You shook him.
Yes.
Would you speak up, please?
Yes, but I didn't mean to kill him. It was an accident. I swear it was an accident. And that was the truth of it. Night after night, the endless waking and screaming, waking and screaming. It does things to you. Things I'd never have predicted. It was one thing having him inside me, but as soon as he was born, it was like I'd been catapulted against a brick wall, like a crash test dummy, smashing through a windscreen at such force. They never expected it of me, the midwives, their star pupil. They never spotted it either. I put on a good show. There were no referrals to psychiatrists, no notes on my record. I knew what the police would make of it if they found out, and they did, of course, eventually, after struggling for years to keep my hood above water.
Police divers searching gravel pits near Galgate today have found what they believe to be the remains of missing toddler Lawrence Ellis.
They found the coat too, what was left of it, fleece fibres wrapped around his tiny bones, like a pupper, warm in its cocoon.